Hi fans, thanks for clicking the dreaded D Rose report. Hope it's cool where you're at. Whew, not here. Former WCW star Scott Flash Norton suggested TNA President Dixie Carter last week on her Twitter that the company bringing him in as a bodyguard. Former New World Order member wrote, "I really think you need a bodyguard and I would be the perfect candidate for the job." Scott, I think I would be. Pardon me. Anyway, Norton, who is a 52-year-old, resides in Nashville, does not consider himself retired. He's currently accepting bookings requests through independent gigs, I guess through his Facebook page. Brutus Magnus, he's joined Twitter. Fans can keep up with the infrequent seen TNA star whereabouts on Twitter /Nick ALDIS, all one word. Melina has tweeted an image of herself, John Morrison, and former WWE star Gregory Helms hanging out at TNA star Samoa Joe at San Diego Comic-Con. Samoa Joe has reported, this is kind of some breaking news, Samoa Joe's reportedly been suspended indefinitely by TNA. And apparently the reason for Joe's suspension is a bad attitude. There's also been at least some heat on Joe for his weight not improving. They've been trying to get him slimmed down for, I think, about the last year, but unlike some people, can't lose the weight. I'm still down 8 pounds. Still going, though. As reported earlier, Samoa Joe is said to be very upset with I think I reported that last week, following his recent match with Jeff Hardy on Impact, which it's nothing to do with Jeff, I don't believe, which ended in a time limit draw. Joe was furious following the bout because he felt that the finish was given away by TNA ring announcer Jeremy Borash, saying there were 30 seconds remaining when he specifically asked him not to do so. Joe, I don't know who Borash, whether he really answers the Russo, Joe, or I'm sure Dixie, but I don't know who had what's Borash to do. Anyway, Joe hasn't worked for the company since the outburst, and he wasn't on hand for last week's Impact television taping in Orlando. One source claims Joe yelling at the production team member David Sahidi and Keith Mitchell, while others was saying it was Vince Russo who reportedly instructed Borash to say it. Meanwhile, another source felt that Joe was right about the finish being given away, but added that he handled the situation poorly. You got to be more diplomatic. TNA ring announcer, that's why I said I'd be better bodyguard for Dixie. That's diplomatic. TNA ring announcer Jeremy Borash has treated images of AJ Styles receiving new tattoos over the weekend, including a very large one reading AJ. Where did I got that from? Anyway, the numbered tattoos represent his son's respective birthdays. Documentary portion of WWE's DVD Rickety Dragon Steamboat, My Story of a Dragon, will air on the pay-per-view in September. The Sydney Morning Herald has a brief note up on WWE. I think I've mentioned about that, her secret talent. She burps the alphabet. Like I said, I did that once and threw up. Alright. TNA President Dixie Carter announced on her Twitter this morning that it's behind-the-scenes programming, TNA Reaction. I don't know if you guys get that or not. Well, I don't think we get it in the States unless you got a big old satellite dish. Anyway, it's going to be debuting at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time following Impact starting on August 12th. So we're going to have a big 3 hours worth of nothing but TNA. But the TNA Reaction is kind of a behind the scenes where they interview people and they may have a match or so, I'm not sure. I don't get it here. TNA Wrestling President, again, Dixie Carter, announced Tuesday on her Twitter that Too Cold Scorpio will be appearing at Sunday's Hardcore Justice pay-per-view. And they got an invitation out to Paul Heyman. Don't have none for me, though. WWE was going to be releasing several books for kids in 2011, including The Ultimate Guide to WWE, Mad Libs, and books on Brothers of Destruction, among others. Since, I'm just throwing this out, since we got Nexus taking on WWE. 7 on one side, 5 on the other. You need to fill in 2 spots at least over here on WWE. Wouldn't it be nice to see Taker take one and maybe Triple H take the other spot? Triple H is hurt, still recovering from surgery, but he can still get in there and let Taker do most of the other guys too do most of the wrestling, where he can still do his rehab. Just throwing that out. Mick Foley noted on his Twitter account that next book, Countdown to Lockdown, is about 2 months away from publication date. Didn't say what it was about. TNA's first show at the former ECW Arena in Philadelphia has now been confirmed for September 21st, 24th. Stars being advertised, of course, Rob Van Dam, Jeff Hardy, the usual, nobody out of the ordinary. Tickets go on sale August 13th. TNA is going to be releasing The Best of the Asylum Years, Part 1, DVD September 21st of this year. The DVD has a runtime of 360 minutes. Divide it and see how many hours it is. And they will then release TNA's Greatest Moments on October 18th. The DVD is going to have a running time of 180 minutes and includes the top 10 TNA moments from 2007 to present, as voted on by the TNA fans. I haven't been asked. Current magazines in Mexico is reporting that TNA knockout Sarita is injured. Sarita competes as Dark Angel in Mexico and was pulled from the CMLL show this past weekend because of apparent arm injury. Maybe she needs a bodyguard. Following her return to WWE last night, Melina was a worldwide trending topic on Twitter after Chris Jericho and Edge left Team Cena on last night's Raw. The SummerSlam match with Nexus is now being advertised as a 5-on-7 match with Nexus taking on John Cena, Bret Hart, R-Truth, John Morrison, and the Great Khali, plus who other? Well, we'll see. WWE decided to add 2 members or put Jericho, or may decide to add 2 members, or put Jericho and Edge back on the team next week. They don't know. Former WC. This is the first time I read all this, but anyway, there's too many letters anyway. WWE stars Stacy the Cat Carter, remember her, Jerry Lawler's ex that sued the crap out of him, and Nick Kazarni. He was Kazarni for I think about a week or 2 in WWE. Anyway, they were married in the past few days. Apparently they don't know when, but hopefully they do. WWE is going to be releasing a Walmart exclusive, The People of Walmart. I love that stuff. No, they ain't doing that. Anyway, they're going to be releasing a Walmart exclusive DVD September 28th of this year entitled WWE Legendary Moments. The DVD is going to have a running time of 60 minutes. Divide that by 60 and see how many hours it is. Anyway, the promotional blurb reads like this: includes the legendary moments and matches that define WWE, and apparently they're just an hour long. I mean, there's only just a collection of an hour. That ain't much. It'll probably be $5 or something, who knows. There's also rumors that some of the female talent in WWE's developmental tryout this last weekend included former TNA knockout Rain. Remember her? She was there a short time at TNA. And AAA Women's Champion, Sexy Star, and others. Ring of Honor has announced that former WWE stars Shelton Benjamin, Charlie Haas will debut for the company in Glory by Honor 9 from New York City on September 11th. The show is going to be taking place at Grand Ballroom in Manhattan. For more information, go to rohwrestling.com. And it was announced Monday on Raw that Edge and Chris Jericho will team together to face John Cena and Bret Hart in the main event of next week's show. Nexus group will be at ringside, for they will be the lumberjacks to throw everybody back in the ring except the right people. Oh, I've only got a few seconds to say. Hey, let me know what you think they're going to do with the last 2 spots on WWE. Leave it vacant, make Chris and Edge come back, or could it be Triple H, Undertaker, or give me a couple other people? Hey, I gotta go.